Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I hope you've been having a really wonderful December so far. I am so excited to be back with you on day 3 of my personal December intention, which is to create a YouTube video here every day for our community for the month of December. It's been a really long time since I've done daily videos on the channel, so this is a little bit of a stretch for me, but in a good way, in a way that I'm really excited about. And I hope that you are excited for this month as well, regardless of what your personal intentions are or what you have going on in your own life. And I really love all of the positive conversation and energy that we've been generating in the comment sections, especially under these last few December videos. If you haven't yet listened to the previous 2 videos on the channel, I do recommend checking them out, especially reading through some of the truly beautiful, magical, uplifting comments that so many of you took the time to write underneath those videos. So I really want to start off here, especially during a season where many of us are thinking more on things that we're grateful for and appreciate. And one of the things that I am most grateful for in my life is this space that we're co-creating together here on YouTube and all of the good energy here. So thank you for being such a powerful and important part of all of that. Okay, so I am going to get into a little bit of a reading and energy update. I have absolutely no idea where this reading is going to go, so I'm going to leave it very open-ended. Now, you guys know that I did a free tarot reading giveaway for the month of November, and I just announced the winner a couple days ago. Well, we are doing the same thing again for the month of December. So if you do want to enter this giveaway to receive a free private reading with me, a written reading via email privately, then you can enter the reading simply by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting underneath this video. And particularly for this video, I would love to hear from you in the comments one thing that you are committing to doing every day for yourself, at least for the rest of December through the end of the year, because we've been talking about how these small daily inspired actions, even if they seem really small, can build such a powerful momentum over the course of time. So I am so excited to hear what you're going to be doing for yourself. So either for your self-care, for your spiritual practice, to stay more grounded and clear in your body, in your energy, or maybe this has to do with something you are intending that is going to contribute to creating a vision that you have, whether it's for a business you're starting or some kind of hobby or passion that you have. So this is very open-ended, obviously, but I'm really excited to hear what daily action you can take to either nurture yourself or to move towards some goal, dream, or desire. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into shuffling the cards here. Right as I was getting ready for this reading, I was seeing cherries in my mind's eye for some reason. So I don't think that's a symbol that I've ever picked up on in these readings, but apparently it can be a symbol of love, but specifically romance. So I feel that romance is in the air or on the horizon for someone listening. Maybe there's something about new romance coming in the month of December, whether that's a new romantic element being infused into a particular relationship, or maybe this is someone specific that wants to do some kind of romantic gesture towards you is what I'm picking up on here. So here we have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. And this card says, it's time to look at things from a different angle. It's not about rushing to fix things, but rather understanding from a different perspective. You may feel as though you're in a little bit of a limbo, but you're being invited to step back and see things from a different perspective through a period of reflection. Okay, so I feel as though this may relate to something that you've been doing or creating in your life. Now, the cherry symbolism can also deal with passion. So it could be that there's something that you have a great deal of passion for, but you've been feeling a little bit stuck when it comes to it, whether it's a connection, some aspect of yourself, your life, a goal, a dream. And I feel as though stepping back somehow, kind of relaxing and allowing yourself to see it from a new perspective or a different angle could be really powerful in moving this situation forward. Now, if it's not connecting in that way, I am getting a message regarding this kind of idea of passion and romance in connection with someone's love life here. And specifically what I'm getting is there may have been a pattern of martyrdom in the past in your relationships, meaning you may have in the past martyred yourself or sacrificed yourself emotionally, energetically, in order to please the other person or to maintain the connection. And I feel as though something about this new passion or romance that wants to make its way into your life is actually asking you to release some of those old patterns around over self-sacrifice. It's almost asking you to allow in something, again, something that I feel may be a romantic gesture that someone wants to give you here. I'm not sure why that keeps coming up here, but there might be a specific person, especially around the holidays that many of us celebrate, who is thinking of doing something romantic towards you or doing something for you. So I am going to go deeper into all of the messages here. I wasn't planning on pulling from the physical decks, but you can hear the background noise of me actually getting out these cards. Now, this is interesting. We've been channeling a lot, especially in the reading that I did on the 1st of December about this heavy, lower vibrational energy that many of us were collectively feeling. And I made a post on my Instagram about how this energy is actually a crown chakra activation taking place on the planetary level. And really that whole reading was centered around how that activation may actually be interpreted by your energy body, by your emotions, by your physical body as this kind of lower vibrational experience. But in actuality, you're being activated and the word creative is coming up. So I feel like there's a creative charge to this activation as well. And if you want more information about all of that, the link to that reading I will be leaving under this video. I am going to write that down so I don't forget, because I know sometimes in the past I've been guilty of saying I'm going to link something and then sometimes I go into editing and releasing the video and I forget about it. So I'm going to write it down. But anyway, that will give you a deeper dive into all of that if you're curious about that, if you're still going through that. But for many of us who were experiencing that, the energy is actually starting to lighten up. And you may have actually began seeing the energy lightening up starting yesterday for many of you who are going through that kind of experience. Now, of course, we are all on different waves and timelines, so it's very possible to, sorry, I dropped my pin there, to experience these energies at different moments, just depending on which wave or which timeline you are on personally. And as with all of my messages, I always recommend using your intuition and only taking the thoughts, the messages, the ideas that really feel helpful and beneficial for you and connect with you in that personal way. I also do have an Instagram post about that energy shift that we were experiencing a few days ago. So To get more real-time updates of some of these shifts in energy that do come up for portions of the collective, I recommend following my Instagram page, and that is at Magnetize Yourself. Be sure to follow the account that has the blue check mark now. I am verified now on Instagram, which is wonderful because it's easy to sift out which accounts are imposter scam accounts imitating me and which one is my legitimate account. So be sure to follow the one with the blue check mark. That is my one and only Instagram account. But I really want to go deeper into this energy. You know, another thing is I've noticed that in some of these, you guys know I've been calling these mini readings, the readings that we do between the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday collective readings on the channel, but they've not really been so mini lately because some of these readings have been over 30 minutes long. But there's something about diving deep into the layers of the energy. Now, of course, there may still be some videos that I do some days that are shorter in length, that might be 15, 20, 25 minutes. I kind of like to just flow with the energy, but do let me know what you think about these kind of longer form reading videos, meaning like 30 minutes or more, if you like this style, because I really like that it gives us a chance to go deep into the energies. But anyway, so I also picked up that when we were talking about cherries, this could also represent cherry blossoms. So this symbol is especially associated with Japanese culture, so that could somehow be relevant to someone specific who's listening. But this is also about renewal. So it's almost like a rebirth here. Interesting. Let's see what else we can channel about this. So I want to say as well, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Abundance card, there's actually a very abundant, high vibrational energy coming in, which is a bit unexpected because as we were channeling in on December 1st, there was that really intense, lower vibrational, kind of lethargic, apathetic energy. And I do feel, just as we predicted in the reading, that that energy would be shifting in a couple days. I do feel that it now is shifting. And what it's actually shifting into is this extremely abundant kind of vibration that we now have access to. So let's see what else we can channel about the abundance coming in here. I'm hearing here to break you out of the limbo. So if you were connecting with that limbo energy, maybe that represents that lower vibrational state that you were in a few days ago. I see this higher frequency coming in to kind of like blow that out of the water in a sense. Here we have the Knight of Cups in the upright position. So this is about someone following their heart, maybe feeling a little bit in a dream space, a kind of daydream space, feeling romantic. Again, there's that romantic element coming up here. I keep seeing someone with like a basket or chocolates or flowers or some kind of like romantic symbolism of a gift that they want to give you. So there really might be some kind of admirer that wants to literally give you a physical romantic gift here. And that may be relevant to someone listening. I'm also hearing that you're inspiring potentially creativity out of either this person or someone else, or this could be the energy that you're inspiring generally out of others, that you're inspiring this art, this creation. I'm hearing you are a powerful muse and you don't even consciously realize the number of people that you are creatively inspiring at this time, either literally through connecting with them or just through how your essence, your energy is unconsciously affecting them through the quantum field. So let's see if we can get more information. There's so many messages coming out here, but let's actually start with this abundant frequency. So I'm hearing catalyze, that we can use this energy to speed something up, to catalyze something. What can we use this energy to speed up here? Okay, so I'm hearing it's not so much that we're using it to speed something up, but that this abundant frequency is quickly having this effect on us. It's already sped up some kind of energetic process within us. Now, specifically with the third eye chakra, I feel that it's really radically opening and connecting with the third eye, with the intuition, but also breaking down previous ego walls with the thinking man in the reverse position. So what are these ego walls that are being broken down? Okay, so judgments. And once again, we have that hanged man energy, judgment, stagnancy. I'm hearing limitations internally that were unconsciously keeping you stuck. So there may have been some aspect of you, for someone listening, that was almost afraid of your fullest or highest potential. Not because you actually literally feared it internally, but because maybe you were afraid of how other people would feel about themselves if they were to see you living in your highest potential. Because the thing about this is the way that you are meant to be shining in this lifetime is going to be triggering to many other people, triggering in both the positive and the negative sense, in the sense that you're going to trigger others into their own highest potential, but you're also going to trigger their deepest fears and insecurities and any other lower vibrational patterns that have held them back from their own potential, from their highest version of self. And I feel almost as though maybe deeply unconsciously, there's been someone listening here who has been artificially limiting themselves, kind of being in this limbo state because you know exactly what you're capable of. You know now that you have the ability to manifest anything that you desire. You know that you can turn your dreams into a reality, but you also know that when you do that, when you fulfill that calling fully, it's going to be triggering to a lot of people. I'm hearing truth speaker. So maybe something about this highest potential that you are fulfilling has to do with you sharing the truth about something. I'm hearing your truth. So it's almost like you are sharing your feelings or thoughts about something, your own truth. And maybe you've been holding back from infusing that energy of your truth powerfully, boldly into something that you're doing, because there is this knowing that there are going to be certain people who see or observe what you are creating with your truth, who are going to feel somehow judged by it or triggered by it, because really they are judging themselves. It's triggering that self-judgment. As we were talking about, self-judgment within them, that's one of those things that's actually limiting them from their highest potential. And I feel almost as though I'm just hearing, you know, you have the power. So this is very, very interesting. For some reason, I'm seeing like a golden egg, or like some kind of egg that holds a lot of value, or it's like an egg-shaped something of value, whether it's a diamond or gold or something. And it's almost like you're sitting on this thing of a huge amount of value, and you know the power. I'm hearing, you know, the power that your voice holds, or that your truth holds. Whether you consider this to be your literal voice, maybe you are bound to be, destined to be. It's interesting that I said bound. It's almost like you reach this point where you feel as though you have no other choice but to fulfill your destiny, to share yourself with the world in this way, to create in this fashion, because you know that it's your destiny, that it's been your destiny. I'm not sure why all of these messages are coming up here, but it's interesting because that's also your pathway to this unlimited abundance. I see that the energies of abundance and truth seem to be really connected here. So it's almost like the more that you have the courage to share the energy of your truth, to be fully honest first with yourself, but then through your creations or with others about your experiences, your thoughts, your feelings, it's almost like this just fully aligns you with this abundant frequency that we're talking about here. And you're going to notice this in literal ways. My guides seem to be saying that you're going to notice, I'm seeing a creative type where it's like they're holding back from being fully open and honest with something that they're creating. Not that they're hiding anything, but it's like you're holding back or diluting it a little bit to make it more palatable to others because you're not sure how it's going to be received. But then it's almost like the irony is the true power is in your full-blown truth. And you're going to notice that when you have the courage to say, you know what, I'm just going to share this the way it feels. I'm going to be fully honest in this creative piece. I'm going to put my heart and soul into it, regardless of how people react to it. It's almost like those are the pieces you're going to notice actually attract the most positive attention and actually do perform the best in terms of whatever you consider to be that performance. Whether it's something you're doing in business, something online, something with your creativity, it's that energy of truth that is so magnetic. But again, there's this sense of you having been sitting on your power for such a long time because, wow, okay, another message coming through is not only have you known your own power, but people around you have known your own power for quite some time as well. So if you've ever had anyone in your life that discouraged you from fully sharing the energy of your truth, from being fully open and honest, or sharing that honesty in your creations. Maybe someone told you, oh, be careful, or you don't know how people are going to react to that, or, on and on it goes. These people subconsciously have been the very same ones who knew just how powerful your voice could be. It's almost like not only has a part of you feared your own power and potential, but you've been influenced in this way because people around you could sense just how powerful, and I'm hearing deconstructing, it would be if you were to share your truth in a full-blown, unbridled kind of way. But that's exactly what you came here to do. And so I feel that part of what, and we are getting so quantum here. I mean, we're talking about your destiny, your soul contract, your purpose, all of these things. I don't know who this is for. This will not be a reading for everyone. But if this is for you, you've been feeling all of this in your soul. And the thing I'm sensing is you've been grappling lately with this internal conflict in a way, because a part of you has these dreams or desires, or this desire to share in a more open, authentic, kind of full-blown way, to put that energy into something. And then another part of you is afraid because you don't know exactly what's going to happen if you do that. You know that your voice carries a lot of weight. It carries a lot of power. It has the power to deconstruct. And you also know that there are people either around you or generally who are going to be triggered when they see you in your highest potential. And I'm hearing you're done holding yourself back, or it's time to no longer hold yourself back from living, being, and embodying that highest version of yourself. So wow, very powerful messages coming through from someone's guides here. I'm going to be reshuffling the cards, but if you are on the journey that's coming up here, I also really recommend checking out the subliminal meditations that I've created. Subliminals are really powerful for helping you along this journey because they are designed to actually influence and help you positively shift and reprogram your own subconscious mind. And the thing about the subconscious is that research has shown that it actually controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So when we shift what's happening in the subconscious mind, it's like this backdoor fast track to manifestation. I saw this personally in my own life because I had been trying many different forms of meditation and manifestation techniques, and I really hadn't seen much of a result until I started using Subliminals. And within just a couple months of using them regularly, I began to see some really powerful results, shifts, and changes in my physical reality. And I still continue to use them to this day for that reason. Subliminals are my number one favorite daily manifestation tool. Because I'm so passionate about them, I've created my very own Subliminals app, which is sound and soulful. And as you can see on the screen, within this app, I have over 130 subliminals for every area of life. And I actually just added a brand new one yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago now, for body positivity. This one's really near and dear to my heart because when we cultivate a stronger relationship with our own physical body, we are actually strengthening our relationship with the divine, because our physical body is, in a sense, a kind of portal of creation. So you can check out that subliminal if you're interested. It's not necessarily related to this reading. Specifically for this reading, I would also really recommend my subliminal called 7 Chakra Money Clearing, just because we're talking a lot about abundance. And if money and wealth and abundance are something that you're manifesting into your life, this subliminal is so incredibly powerful for helping you to release any limiting belief systems you might be holding around money. I also would really recommend just my generalized 7 chakra clearing, which is a really deep level manifestation tool because it clears out your 7 chakra centers, helping you to feel more stable and grounded. And thirdly, I would really recommend Love Magnetism, specifically for those of you manifesting in love. And I feel we're going to get more into the love portion of the reading right after this, but this will help you to align with your highest vibrational timeline in love, whatever that is for you personally. You can also use it to manifest a deeper connection with a specific person as well. So again, the link to download the Sound and Soulful app and get started is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. When you sign up, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. And because you're tuning in from YouTube, I'll also be giving you a special discount code, which is YouTube Love, all caps. You can use this code at sign up to get 10% off your membership in the app for a limited time. So again, all of the information on that and the link to download the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I said that we were going to get into the love portion of the reading. It's kind of like we keep circling around it, right? Because we started off talking about this romance and someone who wanted to be romantic with you, but then someone's guides really veered us off into this deep analysis of your purpose, speaking more of your truth, how that is so incredibly powerful. And this leads me to believe that somehow these dynamics are connected. I feel that this romantic person in your life is actually also someone who deeply activates you on a soul level. And I get that that's very mutual as well, that they feel spiritually activated by you also. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here. For many of you, this may be a connection that's come through in some of the recent reading videos. That's something that I'm getting right away. Here we have the community card. I'm hearing I want to see you in person. So if there's a distance between the two of you, this is someone who really wants to spend more time with you physically in person. But I'm getting there's actually a partially spiritual reason for that. It's almost like this is someone who feels as though they already know you on a deeper level than they may know you literally in the physical world. And this is because of, and of course, right as I say that, we get the card, you feel like home to me. So that really confirms it. But yeah, this is someone who feels this deep bond to you that doesn't quite make sense, because I feel this may be someone that you actually may have not spent that much time with yet in the physical realm. Here we have the Death card as well. So I feel as though this is about the total end of some kind of cycle here. I'm hearing destructive and creative energy. It almost feels as though someone I'm speaking to here is kind of in this state of being on the cusp of like this energy that is both potentially creative and potentially destructive. And I actually feel it's done both of those things. So maybe in your life recently, you've noticed that new things are coming into creation in a really powerful way, but also that things are being destroyed from your past, like a cycle is fully coming to a close as well. Interesting. I know that's kind of a nuanced energy. Maybe we'll pull more about that soon. I'm seeing a cat here for someone, but I'm also seeing that cat from Alice in Wonderland, which is interesting. So I'm actually feeling a kind of symbolism. So the Cheshire Cats, I feel like there's something about going down a rabbit hole here. Wisdom, guidance, and the essential secret of Wonderland. It's mad. The cat helps Alice understand who she is and navigate when things are uncertain. He helps her make sense of her intuition. The cat embraces its own insanity and the insanity of those around it, seeing madness as a natural state of existence. The cat's characterization of madness challenges Alice's assumptions about what it means to be insane. Interesting. So there may be this element of something leading you down some kind of rabbit hole here. There's some riddle or an element of mystery. And once again, we have this romantic energy coming up because we have man holding a heart in the upright position. Okay, so, well, one thing I just got is that this person perceives you as some kind of riddle, something that feels unsolvable, and yet they kind of keep trying to work their mind around it, almost like they're playing with a Rubik's Cube or something, trying to solve you, trying to figure you out here, wanting to spend more time around you, trying to figure out why you feel so familiar. Their logic has completely gone out the window with the thinking man in the reverse position. And we also have the Knight of Swords. So this is someone feeling as though they really don't care what anyone else thinks or says about this connection. I'm getting the name Derek, or also just letter initials D-E-R-K, maybe also C and I in someone's name here. Let's see if I can channel any more information about this. Because it's coming up that this person doesn't care how other people think about your connection, what that tells me is it's possible that for some of you, there is a lot of judgment being projected onto the two of you. So maybe something about your bond inherently challenges societal convention, or there's people judging it for some reason. Can I get any more information about this? Okay, well, someone else's energy is coming up here right at the end of the reading. This is not the person that we've been channeling, although this person is feeling very romantic towards you. Again, all logic goes out the window when it comes to you. They're a little stuck on, it's like, this is the sense of someone who knows exactly what they want to do, but they're stuck on exactly how or when is the best way to go about doing it. So keep that in mind as well, that this person solidly knows how they're going to move this forward. And I feel that you're meant to relax and let them take the lead if this is a connection that you want to move forward here. However, the timing may vary, the way that they go about it may vary, because it feels like they're still trying to figure out the logistics of how they're going to do what they've already decided to do, if that makes sense. Now, I said, right as I'm getting ready to close this reading, someone else's energy popped up here. And this person says, I'm not ready to reach out to you yet. I've been lying to myself for so long. I don't know what to say to you. So I always hate to just kind of channel into a completely different energy right at the end of the reading. But I actually feel that there's a reason this person is manifesting themselves in the reading in this way. It leads me to believe that this is someone who does this very often in real life, where they kind of sit on the fence or act indecisive or procrastinate until the very last minute. That seems to have something to do with this person's personality. And here we have the Two of Wands coming up here. So something has made this person see the bigger picture. This feels like someone that you're not currently in contact with. This will not be for everyone, so only take it if it connects. But it feels like a person who was very indecisive, who actually may have created some kind of ending in your connection because they were indecisive, or because they made you feel that you weren't good enough to be decisive about, because they were being like wishy-washy or procrastinating taking action in this connection. It feels like for whoever I'm speaking to here, that actually may have played a role in why things ended between the two of you. I feel with financial constraints reversed that this person has recently freed themselves, but I'm hearing been let go. So maybe they lost their job at work, or maybe they were let go from a relationship that they may have been broken up with. I feel that some situation ejected this person recently, and this has pushed them into a period of self-reflection, which is really uncomfortable for them, because they tend to, again, procrastinate things and not like to be alone with themselves or to be self-reflective and introspective in this way. But I feel that it's pushed them into that kind of unnaturally. And now, as a result of that, they're seeing a bigger picture and realizing that you were what they wanted in the grand scheme of things. With adjacent possibilities upright, they're trying to find a door back in to your life, but I feel like they're doing this internally, energetically. It's like in the quantum realm, their subconscious or their higher self is out there exploring, trying to find a logical doorway back into your life. So it's almost like they're looking for an excuse or an opportunity to reach out to you or to connect with you in some sense. But I feel like maybe you've picked up on this. You may have suddenly began thinking of this person or sensing them energetically after not speaking to them for a while. And this could be a sign that you're feeling them, like trying to find a doorway into your life again or into a conversation with you. But I don't feel that they've reached out or contacted you or anything like that. It's like they're still searching for that. I'm hearing that perfect doorway of opportunity. So I know that it was a bit random to close the reading in this way, but I've kind of just been enjoying in these daily videos, letting the energy guide us in whatever direction it wants to take us in. So I hope that this reading has been helpful to someone listening. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments section. And as a reminder, if you do want to enter the free tarot reading giveaway for the month of December, you can enter by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment underneath the video. Keep in mind that because I will be choosing one comment completely randomly from all the videos in December, this means that essentially when you comment under multiple different videos, these represent different entries, so to speak. So I am really excited to do this giveaway drawing again for December. And again, it's completely free to enter, and the full rules for entry are in the description box. If you do want to utilize the subliminals I mentioned earlier in the reading to really help you stay grounded, clear, and on track to manifesting your desires, then the link to download my subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates, inspiration, and information. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in tomorrow's video.